Good morning. Wonderful Wednesday, week 32. So, the quote today is, the question should be, is it worth trying to do? Not can it be done? And that is because today we are going to talk about kicking cravings. And the reason this is important right now is because personally I'm doing a 14-day reset, which is like a cleanse detox. But more importantly, cravings are really frustrating. I know I experience hangriness quite often in my life, and it's taken a long time to kind of figure out what foods to eat for my specific body type and just finding that balance. And when you are sugar sensitive or are eating foods that are not really supplying you the energy and nutrients, it gets frustrating, and always being hungry or never being satiated can be quite stressful, and it usually leads to overindulgences on foods that don't even make you necessarily feel good, and then weight gain and depression and anxiety. Like, a lot of stuff stems from that. So kicking cravings is really, really important, and it's refreshing to know that there is a way to do it. Everyone's different, but we need to first start off with where are the cravings coming from, right? Are you bored? Is it out of habit? Are you just on a blood sugar roller coaster with the caffeine or sugar that you're eating? Or is it the fact that you're eating food, but it's just not right for your specific body type, right? So the reason and the backing behind where our cravings come from is very, very important to kind of understand. Same thing with our eating habits. Are we honoring the hunger and fullness scale? Is it true hunger, or is it emotional hunger? These are all things that you really, really, really need to get aware of first, and then deciding on how to go about your eating habits. I know for a fact right now I'm really wanting a coffee today, and it's not necessarily because I'm not awake or I'm just, it's a habit. Like, I really, really enjoy the taste of coffee, and I'm really struggling with just not supposed to be going and getting one. So it's just interesting to see as I'm doing my own kind of little reset, detox, cleanse thing as to what's coming up and how frustrating it's making me. But habit boredom. I know this is part of who I am. So with blood sugar, though, there are some takeaways that I do want you to know. Blood sugar can be stabilized with the food you eat and the activity you do, which is really, really cool. So the top 4 or 5 things that I usually do is chia seeds, flaxseed, leafy greens, and apple cider vinegar. Those are like and avocado. So those are my top 5 things that I usually try to have every day to help stabilize my blood sugar, because then there's less cravings, there's less overindulgences, there's less binging. So try to pair up things of that sort. Other things are like berries, roasted or raw vegetables. So you want to make sure that you are pairing your meals, though. So this is one of the big things I talk over with my clients, is each meal needs to have a fiber, fat, and protein, okay? Because that will help stabilize your blood sugar, keep you satiated, and give you adequate energy. So that's the call to action this week, is to consciously confirm that each meal on your plate has a fiber, has a fat, and has a protein. And I want you to try to do that for the next 7 days. But first, before we leave, I'd like you to leave a comment on which of those food groups you're not quite sure of as to where to start. Because where me telling you fiber, fat, and protein in each meal may seem simple, some people don't know that. And if you voice your opinion and then I can help leave a comment and give insight to others, we learn by others asking. So, fiber, fat, protein, that's the key to success on kicking cravings. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. It is a topic that I love to talk about, and it is crucial in how energetic and alive we feel during the day. So it's an important topic. So thank you for being with me, and I will see you next week.